I feel pity for these Nords. Dragons attack cities and towns. They will lose everything.
As Vlerick entered the walls of Whiterun, he felt apprehensive, unsure of how the world had changed in the last 26 years. His fears were quickly allayed, however. With his Imperial blood and silver tongue, Vlerick was quickly making friends, and gold. Following the suggestion of a fellow hunter from his previous group, he headed south for Riverwood, where he was to meet a wood elf by the name of Faendal. He was said to be another capable hunter and would make for a decent guide to the cities of Skyrim. Together, Vlerick and Faendal cleared Embershard Mine of the bandits that occupied it. They also delved into Bleak Falls Barrow and retrieved a stolen artifact for a local shopkeeper. The duo quickly began to make a name for themselves. When Vlerick told Faendal of the magical items mysteriously appearing in his pack, he suggested traveling to Riften. Faendal had connections there, and it was home to the infamous Thieves Guild. If these items were being silently placed by a person, the guild would no doubt know of anyone with that level of skill. And so, Vlerick now finds himself in Riften, seeking its dark underbelly and answers to his questions. Hello everybody, and welcome to A Good Death, a Skyrim Permadeath experience, where the difficulty is always legendary, and the characters are always randomly generated to keep the gameplay fresh. And that was my new dramatic introduction. Hope everybody likes it. I also got some new key lights, so I'm hoping that the camera works a little better than it has been. It's been kind of dark and blurry there that I've noticed lately. Let's see, who do I see in the chat? I see Magus, I see Gale, I see London, I see France, I see Simon's Underpants. I crack myself up. Let's see, who else do I see? I see Tom Mull, Warm Sands friend. How are you? Yeah, I think so too. I've been fidgeting with, you know, I got two different key lights here that I can change colors with and everything, and brightness levels and stuff like that. So, got a little bit of a shadow on this side for dramatic effect, and then it's all bright over here. I don't know, just messing with it. No pants. Yeah, so good to see you guys. Thanks for joining. We are on day 2 of Vlerick, our Imperial agent here. Imperial in the terms of race, not so much in terms of faction here. The intro video should give you pretty much everything you need to catch up on where Vlarik is, why he's here, and what happened last time. Feindal over here, I'm not digging that fur cap over there that we gave him, so we might be doing some clothes shopping for Feindal. Other than that, we do have a busy agenda for the day. Vlarik is going to be joining the Thieves Guild, so we're going to be doing the whole Ratway thing. We're going to be doing Golden Glow Estate. And we should be doing Honningbrew Meadery as well. So busy day here. Lots of action to look forward to. Looking forward to it. The intro video was a work of art, by the way. You big show off. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I've been the intro video itself. I've been doing stuff like that for a while, but getting it integrated into a stream took a little bit of work, and it was fun figuring that out, and I'm glad that I can add that into the whole experience here. So thank you for the kind feedback there. Is there anything else? I feel like I'm forgetting something, but let's just get right back into it, huh? So Magus is back from vacation. Did you get a nice tan there? Your hair is all sun bleached and your skin is sun tanned.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax.
Yeah, and I'm toying with the idea of not even publishing those intros until maybe after the stream, just to keep people surprised when they see it. Oh, Strudel. How's it going, Strudel? Hope you're having a good Saturday. Okay, so right off the bat, entering Riften here, there's quite a bit of things that we can do in terms of leveling up speech. It sounds like we got some wolves behind us here too, so let's take care of that.
You need to cooperate.
Yeah, they got it figured out.
Hold there.
So the first one here is a super easy speech check, and if you fail it, you still get to move forward with it. It's not blocking. It's not a hard check at all, but you may as well go ahead and get the free speech leveling there.
Everyone to hear you.
Now I didn't get a full level on that one, but I am very close to the next one, so I think we're going to be getting somewhere around 2 or 3 levels of speech progression, which is important for an agent. And seeing as how we are joining the Thieves Guild this time around,
Fine. If you won't listen to me, I'll find someone who will.
Yalamar there screaming into my ear with his shrill high voice there. I think it's fun to take a look at the differences between agents and thieves, especially if you're looking at the two classes in the scope of like Oblivion classes. They're pretty much exactly the same thing, agents and thieves, except that agents use illusion and thieves don't, and thieves use light armor and agents don't. So I think that, you know, having an agent join the Thieves Guild is a pretty shrewd maneuver. Okay, here's another speech check here. This one's much harder.
Yeah? Well, I got news for you.
And if you fail it, the guy just walks away, calls you an idiot, and then refuses to even look you in the eye after that. So, for this one, if you're looking for speech skill progression here, it's best just to pay him off unless you're a higher level character with higher level speech skills and perks and everything like that.
But it'll cost you.
So I do want to say congrats to the Laughing Simon. He just hit 1,000 subs on his YouTube channel. That's a big milestone right there, and not one that's easy to reach for a new channel playing an old game, that's for sure. But he's brought a lot of life to an otherwise old game through his VR and his very unique brand of humor, and that Scottish accent doesn't hurt either there. I'm kidding. Yeah, so send him your congrats. That's a very big thing, I think. Let's see. So yeah, we got our speech training. Oh yeah, we did want to ask about the Thieves Guild here.
You kidding? My brother Dirge works in their hideout. I used to run with them myself, but took a job with Maven after they started
Well done
hitting a
indeed.
rough patch. If you want to get in on that action, find Brynjolf in the marketplace. I'm sure he could use someone like you.
You can find his YouTube link in the description below. He also streams on Twitch almost every weekday. I think you can find his links to his Twitch channel on his YouTube page if you follow that in the description. So he doesn't always do VR. I know it doesn't agree with everybody's bellies and their guts the way sort of the VR is portrayed on the screen, but he does some older games and stuff too, the traditional stuff. So it's always a good time hanging out with him for sure. And he's got a good group too. The regulars there are good folks.
Are you telling me you robbed it? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Look, Shadra, last warning. Pay up or else. All I care about is the gold. Everything else is your problem.
All right, so we have some new folks. Bayo, how's it going, friend? Good to see you. And Hastur just popped up too. Welcome, welcome.
Huh? What do you want?
What kind of trouble are you in here, buddy?
I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses.
So this is another one that is a tough speech check to pass, but unlike the mall one, it doesn't really end the conversation when you fail. So it's worth it to go through the whole thing. And if you, on these speech checks,
you will?
even if you end up paying the bribe, you still get the
Sapphire.
speech progressions for it, as we saw with Maul, and the bribe amount is usually much less than you'd be paying for in training at a speech trainer anyway. So it's well worth it.
Not mere coincidence. This is one of the signs.
What's your problem?
Signs that Lady Mara is displeased with your constant inebriation.
I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story.
That sounds pretty cut and dry, but why don't you just let me pay it off for him? Let's try to persuade her
I don't
first.
care. A deal's a deal.
We've all heard of the
Let's threaten her. I love that laugh.
I've got the entire Thieves Guild at my back. What have you got?
myself from this den of iniquity.
Is that the normal longbow? That is an ancient Nordic bow, actually.
Don't know why you'd help a stranger like that.
Hopefully,
But
if we luck
assessing
out with
deception.
the level
Don't
lists
care where
and
it's
stuff, we'll be able to upgrade
You can
that
tell
this
Shadra
this
his debt's been
episode.
paid. That'll teach me to try and make extra coin around
I'm using
this.
the realistic bows model replacer. So it kind of looks like the regular longbow, but it is actually the ancient Nordic longbow, which is more powerful. Picked this up at Bleak Falls Barrow in the last episode. I smithed it up to fine level with a steel ingot. Okay, so now we're just stopping by with Mark Curio because we picked up a missive in Whiterun, I believe, to deliver a potion.
Here, this is for you.
What's the epic music from? This is actually just royalty-free music that you can get from, I think it's like called Breaking Copyright or something like that. It's a channel of royalty-free music on YouTube, and if you find something you like there's usually a link in the description to be able to download it, and then you just have to put the credits in the description, and it's free to use. Epic music up, indeed, yeah. My favorite part of having the epic music playing in the background is when we are waiting for like a weather to clear. Because I've almost died a few times in a permadeath setting with not being able to see any more than a couple feet in front of my face with like a deluge of rain coming down for just hours and hours. So I've used up about 45 minutes. Oh, we gotta go find Shadra. He's usually heading back to the stables right here about this time. Yeah, so epic music playing while I'm waiting 40 minutes for the rain to clear, doing nothing else on stream. It's pretty much the best situation. Gonna get our Carnage on today. Ooh, nice one, nice one. Where did Shadra go? He's all the way in the farmhouse already, huh? Now Shadra, he rewards us with I think like a potion of brief invisibility, at least brief invisibility. So that's the other dude. Here's Shadra.
Any luck with
That could be
Sapphire?
useful for us.
5, 8. You actually talked her into it?
Now I
don't know
can
what to
devote
say.
my full attention
I
to
didn't
watching
think anyone
Karn
lifting even
not
cared what happened to me.
die.
Look,
Ah, okay.
I was serious, but I wanted you to
the
have
font that I'm looking at
I
here is
thought
a
I
little
might need
small,
the Sapphire
and it's
key
kind of
for
far
it.
away. I thought it said
I
not
need
idle.
more.
I was like, well, we'll see how
Have
the
yourself a
the weather
great
cooperates with us here, but yeah, I'm hoping not to die. It looks like the bot is working this time right out of the gate, so that's good. Remember last time it took like a good 30 minutes for the bot to show up. Okay, so the next speech check here, say that 10 times fast, is going to be with Ungrian, I believe, at the meadery over here. This is another easy speech check here. Get free skill progression.
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar Mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim.
The bot was still slower than Magus. Yeah, Magus was here like right away.
She's an absolute pleasure to work for. In fact, I almost feel guilty accepting pay from her. Why, just this last week, I was commenting to my fellow meadery workers just how lucky we are to be working for such a charitable family.
Sure, why don't you tell me how you really feel?
Okay, look. If I'm caught saying anything bad about the meadery or the family, I'm a dead man. I'm the 4th person to work the tasting counter in the last year. The last 3 are at the bottom of Lake Honrik. Just take my advice and just get out of Riften as soon as you can.
Well, hopefully you taste better than those other guys. I can't believe I said that on the internet. Sorry about
Come back
that.
and see us again.
Nobody clip that, please. Okay, so let's do this thing for Brynjolf here. There is a fair bit of RNG to this, but if we end up getting caught, it's no big deal. It doesn't really change anything. We just won't get as much gold from Brynjolf for a successful heist. Man, mouthful today, huh? All right,
I'm saying you've got the
let's go ahead and do this thing for Brynjolf here. And how could you possibly know that?
It's all about
Floofy-haired Bryn, yeah.
the way they want.
Sim from the Character Crusade Discord, I think, said it best. And what the hell did you do to Brynjolf? He looks like Triss Marigold from the Witcher series. That always makes me chuckle. What do you mean?
Look how you sniffed out my little scheme at the North Gate. You knew it was a shakedown and you called him on it. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. Well, you seem to know a lot about wealth.
Wealth is my business. Help me out, and I can add to yours. Would you like a taste?
What you have in mind?
I've got a bit.
A whole lot of
an
tasting
errand,
going on here.
but I need an extra pair of hands.
We got the guy at the
And
tasting
my
counter.
money
We got
worth,
Brynjolf here
extra
offering us
hands
tastes
are
of
well paid.
something. And what do I have to do?
Simple. I'm going to cause a
Triss with a
distraction.
beard, kind of cute
You're
though.
gonna steal Medesi's
Yeah,
silver ring
for
from
sure.
a strong box under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it.
I mean,
in
hot for a
Banshay's
dwarf,
pocket
right?
Without him noticing.
Hey, speak of the devil, that's weird. Sim, did you hear us talking about you? We're just talking about your comment on how Brynjolf here looks like Triss Marigold.
There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know.
Ears were burning.
You tell me when you're ready.
Besides, he has to get into the Karn stream. All right, let's do it then.
Good. Wait until I start.
Only
the
bad
distraction,
things?
Then show me what you're made of. Everyone,
No, no.
gather round.
I don't have a single bad thing to say about
Show you
Sim.
that demands your attention. Gather round, all.
Except maybe he's from Sweden, and I've heard some questionable things about Swedes. I'm kidding. All the Swedish people I know are fantastic people. Do you think I get in too much trouble if I just killed this guy? What is he doing? Okay, in all my other runs here, he has never been, like, stuck right there. Oh, you...
Mixed with water. Well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item?
Playing some eye games with Yalamar here. Hey, Caladran's here too. Good crowd here today.
That's locked for a reason.
Lads and lasses.
Did I get caught?
Falma blood elixir.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the snow elves?
The one and only. Mystical beings who live in...
I want to kill you, Yalamar. Go away.
Get that then. No one's seen them in years.
My sources must remain a secret for their own protection, but I can promise you that the content...
Brynjolf has some really exciting things going on over there. Why don't you go check him out?
Great wealth.
Are you guys seeing this?
Or perhaps limitless power could be yours.
How much does it cost?
Only 20 gold...
Actually, I wonder if this counts as an assault.
20 coins? No one has that much.
Live for thousands of years.
That wisp essence didn't help. But maybe this will.
Are you kidding me, Yalamar? He knew I was streaming today, and he's like, I'm gonna really screw with Karn. I'm gonna do everything I can to make this stream a complete failure. Jeez. Skyrim, I love you, but sometimes I really, really, really hate you. Yeah, don't have Ghost Walk yet. I'm hoping I can get that off stream at some point today. That's the next thing on the list of things to add to the toolbox. Okay, here is the true moment of RNG here. We should have a good, yeah, 79%, almost 80% chance to plant this, but there's always that 20% chance we're gonna get caught. Ooh, it worked. After all that, it was a success.
Come back tomorrow if you wish to buy.
And then Feindal right in the way. He's like, oh, sorry. Trying to make a smooth, casual getaway. Shady figure in dark robes, casually walking away. And then his doofus accomplice is over there just standing right in the only exit. Try to ask him to move, and he's like, oh! Hey, John Pittman. Glad to see you make it this time around.
Looks like I
How's it going?
chose the right person for the job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised.
He's always staring at you. Yeah, he is.
It's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch.
Yeah, what's been going on?
My organization...
I can't believe I got through all that without
but I suppose that's
getting
just
caught.
How it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it.
Okay, with the whole PTSD thing, Vlarik hasn't really gotten his confidence back yet, so that was a really stressful situation for him. But he does like money.
Look, I'll make this simple for you. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. When you make up your mind, come find me there, and we'll talk about your future.
That was another situation where the epic music came in handy. Was waiting for Yalamar not to detect us. Okay, so now, you know, I kind of want to address this Feindal wardrobe situation.
What in blazes are you talking about?
So there does happen to be a tailor downstairs here. He is added by interesting NPCs.
A customer. Wonderful.
I got the notification today. Don't always for some reason. Yeah, YouTube notifications can be a little wonky.
I've got your back.
You've got my back. Well,
I'm at
hopefully
your service.
I'm gonna have your hat. There we go.
Lead on.
Already a huge improvement. Look at that. Handsome little guy there. Okay, the sale menu was not working. There we go.
Breeches, gowns, clothes for any occasion, really.
All right, let's sell that off. And I think just the regular common hood goes well with that shirt. I do want a bit of a thiefy look for
What can I
him.
do for you, friend?
So I think he needs something. Oh, we're having a seizure there. Sorry about that, guys.
What do you want me to carry? Let me know if you need anything.
That's a little better. Looking like a low-level thief there. I like it. Yeah, not bad, right? For a vanilla outfit here. Now, of course, I'm running like rustic clothing and some other texture overhauls and stuff like that, so it's going to look better than vanilla, but yeah, that doesn't look bad at all, I think. Okay, next on the agenda here is this Ratway situation. Now, we have Draf and Hunin here. There is dialogue for them, but as far as I know, there's not really any way to avoid combat through that dialogue. So I am just going to be fighting them, I think, and hopefully I don't die.
I don't know, Droff. They'd skin us
Fortunately,
alive.
though, I have the Fury spell,
Why are
so
you always acting like such a big baby? I've gotten us this far.
This far,
was that?
we're living in a sewer. You said we'd have a house.
so I don't have to fight him. Hunin can fight him for me.
Do your work. Must have scared him off.
Must have run off.
Okay, so one of them down. One left to go. Okay, that spell is the Crying Eye spell from Odin.
Watch it.
It's basically like a reverse muffle spell. It blinds the opponent and makes it harder for them to detect anybody who's sneaking.
Stop that.
Now, there's a chance that Hunin here is not even aggressive after you kill Draf, or before you get to that point in the dialogue where they attack you, but I'm not taking any chances.
Huh?
Damn it, Feindal. That guy is probably literally going to be the death of me. With his whole getting in the way thing, you know? Usually spare them if you can. Yeah, I can spare them by just blinding them and trying to get right by them, but then, you know, you're just going to leave yourself open for another confrontation with them next time you try to come through the Ratway to get to the Ragged Flagon. I wish that there were a way in dialogue, and maybe there is, and I've just missed it all of these years, to you know, talk them out of the whole thing. Yeah, no, I do have a hotkey set up to make Feindal wait, and when I get into really precarious situations, I will have him wait for me. One of those situations coming up very soon here. Don't forget about the skeever. Even skeevers can really throw a monkey wrench in our gears. Now there is Gian the Fist, who, for an unarmed enemy, ends up being very tough. So we're gonna do our best to not get detected by him. I would like to get my steel arrow back. At low levels, those steel arrows, you know, are quite valuable. Did we one-shot him? Yeah, we did. Okay, good, good. He doesn't always go down in one hit. Fortunately for us, he did that time. Ooh, look. Right through the sternum. Nice shot. Luck had nothing to do with it that time. Shot in the dark, yeah, a shot in the dark, as they say.
Oh.
Vaindal, come on. There you go. Make use of his cooking pot here. Maybe not the most sanitary place to cook up some stuff, but this breaded elk cutlet here is often good for what ails you. Might be another way to pass the dialogue: intimidate, bribe, persuade, maybe. Yeah. I'll have to go back and look at that. I think it's mostly just a bribe, but it's a hard bribe. There, from what I remember, there are no other like really dialogue ways of getting through it. And if you're trying to prove yourself to the Thieves Guild, just paying off a bribe on your way to their headquarters probably doesn't make the greatest impression, I would say. Let's get Faendal into a good position here to cover our flanks, just in case we have to come running and screaming back to safety, but we'll have him wait right there. We're going to blind the lowlife here.
What was that?
And then she should not be able to detect us if we stay smart. Faendal may engage though, and that's okay.
Hello? Who's there?
Oh, yeah, there he goes. Got hung up in the vines.
That's all you got?
You gonna finish her off? No? I'll take the killing blow. Alright. So that is the Ratway successful there. The first dangerous situation of this episode has been a success. That's good. Now may as well come down here and take the free lockpick training on this expert lock here. I am running the lock overhaul, but I don't have the skill level requirements enabled. That's because I knew I'd be playing a thief, a rogue character here that would make a lot of use of lock picking, and I didn't want to be lock blocked, as they say, on certain quests or skill progressions or anything like that. Now, expert level locks are quite a pain at this low a level. So I'm sorry, but you'll have to bear with me here for just another minute or so. There we go. May have gotten 2 levels of lockpicking there. Very nice, very nice. Now, our lockpicks are not in great standing in terms of quantity here. Quantity, almost said quality. I got stuck in between quality and quantity. But we're about to get a whole bunch more here in just a little bit, so I'm not too worried about that. Expert's harder than Master, you think?
Give it up, Brynjo.
Could be. I wouldn't be surprised with the, you know, the way this game tends to work. With a lot of different things.
Heard that one before, Bryn. Quit kidding yourself.
What are you guys talking about?
It's time to face the truth, old.
Huh?
You, Vex, Mercer, you're
You guys
all
talking about me?
breed. Things are changing.
I think they're talking about me.
Well, what do you call that then? Well,
this is a bow.
color me impressed, lad.
Unless you're talking about my hood. Then that would be a hood. I don't know why I bothered, honestly. I have slept in tents for the last 26 years, and that was nicer than this.
If you were expecting a palace, then maybe you're not cut out for this line of work.
Now you want to start your thief character? Thief characters are fun in this game.
If you're done belly aching like a child, how about handling a few deadbeats for me?
Expert, more chance to fail, although Master can wiggle 4 times before breaking. Oh, okay. Interesting to know.
The OR organization.
I would expect not to be much of a difference between expert and master level locks at early levels when you don't have any skill in lockpicking and like no perks or anything. The Elder Scrolls was made for thief characters? Yeah, I kind of agree. It's kind of a thief's playground, isn't it?
Kirava, Percy Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right.
I would say Oblivion and Skyrim especially made great strides in the archery gameplay. So not being a pure thief and being like an archer thief or something like that
honestly,
is more viable in newer games. And they're always making strides in their melee. Well, maybe not always. I feel like they've taken a big regression from Skyrim to Fallout 4, so hopefully they figure that out. I actually don't expect Starfield to be much of a melee game at all, but we'll see. And I'll get paid for this, right?
Of course you'll get a cut. We take care of our own. Now, if you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Get going.
Stealth Archer, yeah. So far I've avoided the whole Stealth Archer thing with these Permadeath runs because I use Skyrim Unbound and Google Random Number Generator. Some other tabletop nerds might have dice that they use to roll for certain things, but yeah, like race and preset and stuff like that, I randomly roll for those. Skyrim Unbound takes care of pretty much everything else, and then like Wintersun, when you first start the game, it asks what deity you want to follow. Excuse me, Dr. Pepper, making me a little burpy. And I use a random roll for that too, just to keep the gameplay, you know, fresh and exciting. I lucked out this time. This was actually a good one. Stealth Archer. They gave me a bow. No armor, which is kind of, you know, if you're stealthy enough, you don't need the armor.
Why take a chance?
But when you do get in those combat situations, armor can definitely be the one thing standing between life and death for you. But yeah, so sneak archery for Vlerick here, and then we were given by Skyrim Unbound the Lover's Stone, which with Andromeda, the Standing Stone overhaul by Anision, it gives you every 15 minutes a reprieve from death. So you get resuscitated on death once every 15 minutes. So I almost couldn't have custom made this better for a permadeath setting. So I'm hoping Vlerick lives a longer life than his previous 4 counterparts, for sure.
Buy some armor and
You got to be really stealthy, which is nice for roleplay. Good balance. I agree. And there is a fair amount of tension at early levels too, because without any kind of like combat skills to fall back on, if you get spotted, you're in a world of hurt. That's for sure. Okay, so we're gonna shake down these store owners for some gold for the guild here. I like to start with Bercy, because he tends to be the most stubborn. Now you can brawl him, fist fight him for the money, or you can just start smashing that urn over there.
Today?
I have a message from Brynjolf. How about that?
Oh, it's one of you people.
It's making me miss my old vampire Khajiit bard thief. Love that character. Yeah, you know, I played a bard character in this Permadeath series, probably 2 characters before this one, and that was a lot of fun. That really was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, you remember that guy, the I poked the one eye in his brown eye with the song names. It was good stuff. I think you know what the message is.
You're gouging me for what little coin I made.
I loved that character.
You can't even
I might have to do a
yourselves.
non-permadeath version of that character sometime. Oh, we can protect ourselves. Maybe I can't protect myself, but we can protect ourselves.
Don't fool yourself. It's only a matter of time before you people are run out of Riften.
You know what? I don't think I want to talk to you anymore.
Likewise. Now I have a lot to do, so I'm afraid you'll just have to leave.
Ha! Fat chance, buddy. I don't want to talk to you, but that doesn't mean I'm going to leave. In fact, I am going to kill your dwarven urn here, which for some reason has like 5,000 hit points.
I don't have anything to pay you with. Don't destroy my urn.
Just pay them, Bearsy.
Cue epic music while I chop the hell out of this thing.
Don't destroy my urn.
This isn't happening.
There.
No! That urn was priceless.
You got anything else around here that I can smash that is hopefully not quite as resilient as that thing?
All right, I get it. I'll pay on time from now on. Just don't smash anything else.
That was a cracking character?
Take your
Yeah.
gold and leave me in peace.
Okay, so victim 1 complete. The next one I like to do here is Helga. On her own, she's pretty easy. You just kind of have to snatch that that Debella statue. Yoink.
Please, don't take the statue. It's the only thing of value I have left.
Oh, this thing? I was gonna go drop it down the well in the market.
Not Lady Debella. No, please, I can't lose her. I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
Choke on it. You know all about choking on it, don't you, lady? I am so clever. The bard brought the best and worst out of you. Yeah, I think some would argue that my worst is also actually my best. So good call there. Poor Bercy. He'll be fine. You know what? Just for sim, maybe next time we are in a dwarven ruin, we'll grab an urn and drop it off at Bercy's. I have a message from Brynjolf.
Everything was all just a misunderstanding.
Now, for whatever
I
reason,
didn't mean to tell
the Argonians here at the
Brynjolf
Bee and
to
Barb, they're the ones that I feel most guilty about. Especially with the whole family at the farm thing. It really gets under my skin for some reason, so I always save these Kirava for last so that I don't actually have to do any coercion on these guys. Make it seem like their idea, you know? Okay. So another job well done.
Protect yourself right.
And that should be enough to get us into the Thieves Guild proper. Me and Feindal here. Yeah. Tell him I didn't mean to tell him to go jump off the pier. It is a great line, for sure. Good call on that.
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards
Well, I wouldn't call it
quiet
clean.
expensive.
What with the what with all the Argonian gooch sauce? Am I right there, Simon? Laughing Simon?
Well done. And it would seem I
You
owe
assured me that
something
wasn't going to
in
become a
return.
thing
Here
in
you
your
go.
stream yesterday, but
I think
I'm
you'll find
determined
these
to
quite useful.
make it otherwise.
Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit.
Well, if there's more gold where that came from, I'm in.
That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here.
No, that urn was priceless.
What's on your mind? We've run into a rough patch lately. but it's nothing to be concerned
I have a dark sense of humor. I was just thinking, wouldn't it be funny if, like, it turned out that that urn had, like, his grandfather's ashes or something in it? And then I started thinking, well, I think that's funny, but most other people probably would
Now,
not.
if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
Banned. AGS, buddy. AGS for life. Oh, epic music. Watching Brynjolf strut from behind in those tight leather pants. You're welcome, everybody. This camera angle is making me look real short. Look like I'm sitting at the kids' table or something. I didn't check my camera angle before I started streaming.
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly
There we go.
clear.
That's a little better framed.
You play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions.
I'll consider it a success today if I don't end up,
Say when we
you know, picking a zit.
Do I make myself clear?
Using my own webcam here as a way to see what's going on. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like I'm back in the Legion, but sure, I get it.
Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Oh yeah, this is added by Warmonger's Armory, which has a lot of great mashup sets, and this is one of them. This is the Rogue Thief armor,
If so, let him prove it.
and it replaces Mercer's stuff with it. It's a great set. I like it a lot. And there's a lot of other really good stuff in that mod too.
Matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf.
So yeah, John, go ahead and check that out.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh yes. Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're
Another really cool feature of
Welcome to the
Mercer looks like a teenage brat.
I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin.
They do kind of have a boy band thing going on, don't they? A lot of the other members of the guild have the same kind of thing going on too. This was not my choice, by the way. I just followed the Nulvis guide, and NPC overhauls are one of the most complicated
Keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing.
sections of any like big mod load order, and gray face bugs are a major concern. So I just went with whatever the Nulvis guide said to do.
She'll set you up with your new armor.
I don't mind it, actually. I think it looks good. It doesn't look very authentic, I don't think, for what these guys should look like in a setting like Skyrim, but they still look good. I'm into it. So what about this Golden Glow job?
Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart...
Oh yeah, I actually don't mind Mercer in that Rogue Thief gear. It kind of sets him apart from the rest a little bit.
And clearing out the safe in the
But
main
it does
house.
make more sense for him to have the Guildmaster armor, I suppose.
The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That
Oh, no, that's fine, Sim. I don't mind.
Furious if you did.
I just don't want you thinking that, you know, personal preference has anything to do with how my game looks at this point. May as well have just been a Wabbajack, but... except for a bunch of, like, gameplay mods and stuff, like the whole Irem suite and everything like that. Yeah, makes sense, bud.
Aye. The last thing we want to be doing is crossing our clients.
Yeah, there's an Xedit script that identifies it. There's also another one that fixes it, but I think it just reverts it back to whatever the one was before that it's expecting. Or maybe even vanilla, which would be better than the
Maybe
Greyface
prefers
stuff.
that Arangoth remains alive. But if he tries to stop you from
You for
getting the
one
job
welcome
done,
Brynjolf Marigold.
the guild has a lot riding on this.
Yeah.
Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up.
I was going to say another cool feature of Warmonger's Armory is that you have the option of taking Dragon Priest masks to the forge and adding straps to them to fasten them to your belt, so you don't have to actually wear them, which is awesome in my opinion. Okay, we don't need any more details. We've been through this a few times.
Most mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Okay, let's talk to Tonelia here. And then we're going to go get some training with Delvin because we're going to need that sneak training more than anything for this mission, I think. Let's see. Did Delvin go to bed already? He is old. Oh no, here we go.
Brynjolf, eh?
He doesn't look that old, especially with these overhauls.
But
I think at least one character, maybe two, refer to him as Old Delvin. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I have no idea what I'm doing. Do you have any advice?
See, that kind of attitude comes from someone who wants to get rich and stay alive long enough to enjoy it.
Lots of overhauls seem to think 30 is old. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Nerve, I've got plenty of extra jobs to help get the guild back on its feet. Look around.
I feel like a lot of the overalls are heavily inspired by anime and other art mediums like that, and those tend to skew young on what their characters look like. Even if they're supposed to be older, they look very young. Probably just like the smooth textures and coloring and stuff.
Look, I know the others think I'm a bit daft for saying stuff like this.
Big football hooligan energy from Delvin. Yeah, especially with Vanilla when he's got like that smashed up nose and everything.
I don't know who or what it is, but it's beyond just you and me. We've been cursed.
Excuse me, gotta take a swig of my manly man beverage of choice, Dr. Pepper.
I'll tell you what we do. We spit in that curse's face.
Puts hair on your chest.
Turn things around down here. Put things back the way they were. That's where you come in. I've got plenty of work available that could guide us down the road to recovery.
Goes for the non-enemy overhauls too, yeah.
We can both come out of this smelling like a rose.
Raises her own Dr. Pepper and salute. Nice. Dr. Pepper buddies.
Stick with me, and they'll never even know you're there.
Okay, we have a lot of gold, both from the lovers' gifts and just other things we've been picking up and doing. So we have plenty of gold for training here. We're gonna get our full round of sneak training there. Oh, and while we're here, let's go ahead and mark this off the quest
Suppose
log.
I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay.
You wanna work with my face? You must be the face sculptor I've heard about.
Yes, I once practiced my art in the salons and manners of Tamriel's great and good. Now the scum of Skyrim are my only clients. But no matter, the greatest artists are never recognized in
You know, in a harsh land with a harsh environment in the midst of a civil war, maybe 30 years old is old. Of course, when you're in a magical land of elves who tend to live for hundreds of years, then maybe it's not so old. So this is intriguing to Vlerick. He is AWOL from the Legion, technically. He's not too worried about them coming after him, at least at the moment, because they have bigger fish to fry. Tensions with the Thalmor and the Aldmeri Dominion never really
Indeed,
settled.
It is no small thing to submit yourself
Not
to
completely.
the flesh sculptor's knife.
And now they have this whole Civil War thing. They had Hammerfell seed from the Empire. And I don't know what's going on in High Rock, but, you know, that's never a comfortable situation.
There's plenty more work for the likes of you.
So he's not too worried about them making him a priority. He was kind of just an infantryman in the Legion, so there's that. He doesn't really need to change his face for that. He does have quite a prominent scar on his left cheek. Which could become an identifying mark. So we may come back to the face sculptor at some point if we become wanted or something like that. Or if we start trying to take this thief agent thing more seriously. To have more of a nondescript look. But for right now, not necessary. How about some more training though?
Looking for work. Where are you off to?
Level up first. Okay, now I said I was going to be focusing mostly on stamina, but since I've decided on a 1 to 1 to 3 ratio for all of these, because we are going to need some health and some magicka going forward at some point. Now we're at level 4, so that means 3 levels. I think I've taken stamina each time, so we're going to go with magicka and we'll go with health, and then we'll take stamina another 3 times when we're done with that. Let's see, what can I take in sneak here? Now I'm trying to stay conscious of what we're about to do in Golden Glow, and that is mostly an infiltration job. If we get spotted, that means something has gone very wrong. So I'm going to try to do everything I can not to get spotted. We don't have anything available in sneak. Illusion we do. I'll be using Crying Eye quite a bit here. Well, hopefully I won't need it, but perhaps. Archery, I hope we're not going to have to shoot anything. Let's see, sneak is at 27, so 3 more levels of sneak and I'll be able to take Fog of War. Now this is only effective against targets that are in combat with you or someone else, but as soon as they detect you, you're in combat, so this helps you stay undetected if they partially detect you. So I would like to get this. This could keep us alive. So let's do some more training in sneak to unlock that. And then I think we'll bank that extra perk for something that is going to be more useful for the Honningbrew Meadery Job, which is going to be a little more combat based. Hey Scotty, there's so many streams to catch up on. Yeah, I know. I was like, we're all streaming these days, right? Welcome aboard, though. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. And almost to our next level, but that's okay. We don't quite need it. I'm sure that's gonna happen here real soon. Fog of War it is. Okay. Now we should be all set up there for Golden Glow, but we do have some stuff that we can take from Tonelia.
So you're the new recruit, huh? Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted.
Oh yeah, I like the sound of that.
I'm the fence down here.
Oh,
you come by anything
business.
you don't exactly
I see.
own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee.
No, not too late. Never too late for the monk. For the panicked monk.
Sure. How about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern? Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types.
Welcome aboard, Joe. Hope you're having a good Saturday.
You can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us.
Ah, sounds like a nice little family establishment.
Good. Then there isn't much more to say.
Welcome to corporate
Here's
America.
Your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use.
All right, now we have some stuff that we stole from Medesi's strongbox there that we should be able to sell off. Go ahead and do that while we're at it. Dwarven metal ingot. Don't think I'm going to need that. Oh, and we can make arrows too to lighten our encumbrance a little bit, so we'll make sure to do that. Potion of the Warrior we're not going to use. Aversion to Fire, not going to use. Frenzy Potion, we're kind of, the ship is just getting ready to have sailed on that one, so I'm going to go ahead and get the gold for that. And there's my 3rd speech level there, and the level up. Where did Feindal go? I kind of want to give him these the thieves' gauntlets and boots. I still like that green tunic on him. I don't know where he is. He's probably sleeping in somebody's bed or something. I'm going to keep that level up in my back pocket here. There's nothing else I really need in terms of perks for Golden Glow, so I'm just going to go ahead and bank that. In case we get into trouble, it's nice to have the replenishment of all that stuff there. Okay, so everything in these guild chests here is free to take. So I'm just going to take all of it. And this is why I was not concerned about my lockpick count, because there are tons of lockpicks in all of these chests here. And while I'm at it, I'm going to do the training chests here. Just the novice and apprentice ones, because these ones actually do reset when you miss it. So we'd be sitting here for a while waiting for me to unlock the higher level ones. Battle Tide, what is that? Steals 80 points of armor rating from each nearby target for 30 seconds. Caster gains the total amount stolen. Okay, we'll favorite that. Now in terms of scrolls, I am limiting Vlerick to the use of illusion spells only. He doesn't have talent in anything else. But scrolls can be cast by someone who has no talent or knowledge of that spell school whatsoever. So scrolls, I think, makes a lot of sense to be able to, you know, cast any one of those scrolls that you want. No restrictions there. So if I find a scroll that is useful, I will favorite it and have it available. Okay, so now we have a ton of stuff to sell off. Sorry, I know this is compelling footage here, just me running around grabbing loot and selling it off. Almost like a Major Slack video. Major Slack attack. But it's only going to be a couple minutes, and I promise you, we are about to see some shit here real soon. Okay, so all of this other stuff is legitimate, so I'm going to take it up to the market before it closes. Sell it all off. Then I'll have money for more training when I get back from Golden Glow. So the agent class here is stealth, archery, speech, illusion, and what else? Lockpick? Yes, and pickpocketing. So pretty much all thief stuff except for light armor, and instead of light armor, he's using illusion. Was finishing the door earlier, should be able to flip it tomorrow and finish the other side. Sweet! I hear it is bad in the USA, lucky the UK, rarely if ever it gets hot. Yeah. It's been real hot here, and I am in one of the hottest parts of the country, unfortunately. Right now it is right at noon, 12:03 p.m., and we are sitting at 99 degrees Fahrenheit. I can't do the Celsius conversion in my mind, but somewhere in the 40s Celsius. And that's just at noon. It's going to get hotter. I think it's slated to get somewhere about 108 degrees Fahrenheit today, which is not as bad as it has been. If that tells you anything of how bad it's actually been. Let's see, Balaman, there you are. You getting a snack or something? Taking a poo?
Come to see Balaman perform miracles with... Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Yes. Rolling random classes. Always, always. Actually, not even rolling random classes. I roll a completely random character and then try to fit a class to it after that. Ooh, this song is really epic. I don't remember hearing this one. Silver ingots, I don't think we're gonna need. The orichalcum ingots, I am actually saving for trick arrows. The orcish trick arrows are really awesome. They basically explode and throw everybody up into the air. So if we survive long enough to be able to take that trick arrows perk, definitely gonna have some fun with that. Let's see here.
You gonna buy something, or just here for training? Otherwise, move on.
99 is about 32 degrees Celsius, 37 degrees Celsius. There we go. He may have gone inside to wash his face and comb his hair. Yeah, it's kind of what it looked like. And blow dry and everything. Manage his mustache.
See for yourself.
Now, yeah, the agent class and the thief class are very, very similar. But I would say that the agent class probably, there is a slight difference between the agent and the thief in terms of roleplay and the types of jobs that they will undertake. The thief is all about, you know, getting rich and having fun while they're doing it, right? The agent does very similar things, but for very different reasons. I think the agent is more likely to be part of a faction, and employing a lot of the same tactics as a thief, but for different motivations. Usually, you know, political. He could be a mercenary. He's not really in it for the adventure, but, you know, he tends to earn his money by doing roguelike jobs instead of, you know, just robbing houses and selling the loot off at a fence for the gold directly. So that is kind of like the fine line between the thief and the agent as I see it. I think it's kind of an interesting little conversation to have there. Let's see. Do we have anything else to sell off? I think that's just about it. We could do a little bit of, you know, do we have any? Yeah, the frenzy potion I might be able to sell off somewhere. Not really worth the time, I think, at this point. We have plenty of gold. Let's go ahead and go back down into the cistern. We're gonna take a nap. Only for a couple hours, let it get dark, and then we'll go take on Golden Glow, I think. And Golden Glow does have its challenges. But I am well versed in Golden Glow. I feel pretty confident that I'm going to be able to get through it fairly clean. So hope you all stick around for that. Golden Glow was one of the areas, one of the missions that when I started getting bored of, you know, just playing different character classes and things on my PlayStation 3. I have probably... The PlayStation 3 version of this game was trash, right? But I probably have a good 1,000 hours on it, I would say. That's how much I loved this game when it came out. So there's that. I am very well practiced in Golden Glow. I think we'll be okay. Especially since we're not playing an assassin type character. We're playing somebody who likes to avoid combat. I think Nagrom, our Orc Nightblade, he was more of an assassin, so he went through just trying to kill everybody, and that got him into a little bit of trouble. But with Vlerick here, he wants to avoid combat as much as possible. So that should be a little better. Catch up on chat here. 21C right now, early night. So just over 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh man. I do not want to tell people what I would do for a 68 degree temperature right now. You'd probably think less of me as a human. Penitus oculatus, maybe? It's cool to think about the backstory. Yeah, so that... whenever I think of an Imperial agent, that's immediately what I think of, is like a scout or something for the Penitus oculatus or for the Legion. Oh, do we have a rogue thief around here somewhere? Let's witness the carnage. Oh, he did not last long. Oh, and there's my ponder spell kicking in. So I was thinking about that, like, immediately. I was thinking, you know, Imperial, agent class, Penitus oculatus, or, you know, a scout for the Legion. But then I'm thinking of, okay, he's got severe PTSD from his time in the Great War. So he would likely be avoiding the Legion at all cost, including the Penitus oculatus. So I don't know. I actually have not thought that far ahead. I'm hoping something happens. Skyrim does this every once in a while. It'll throw you a bone. A roleplay bone, I would say. And something might happen that, for whatever reason, really sticks with you in the course of a play. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for now. It may or may not happen, but hopefully Vlarek stays alive long enough for me to be able to fully consider this kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm doing the whole Fleet Featherstone trick where you draw your bow and then you get a speed boost in Sneak. And I am keeping the water of Lake Honrik to my left here, so that should get us to Golden Glow pretty quickly, I think. Now, there are also wolves here, but there aren't really much in the way of random encounters that pose much of a threat. If we do run into a wolf or two, I think Feindal and I can take care of it. And if we get into trouble, I can just take a dive into the water there and they can't get us. But there is Golden Glow right there. Now I'm looking for a little bit of a pier. A little bit of a tiny dock over here to the right, because that usually points us right at the hidden entrance to the Golden Glow sewers. And there's our dock right there. It is a dark night, not the Batman Dark Knight, but just a night that is dark, without a K. A night without a K, not a dark without a K. Feindal, where are you? I'll let him catch up. Did I ever have Feindal follow me? No, I didn't. He was still waiting, he's still waiting in the Ratway for me to dispatch of that lowlife. Alright, he'll catch up. Oh, there he is. Just like Sim, you talk about him a little bit and then he just teleports in. Alright. So here we go. Stealth mode engaged. Hey, Gray Sky, welcome aboard. Good to see ya, good to see ya. Hope you're having a good Saturday. I know you've been working Saturdays for a while. Did they finally change your schedule back? Are you getting Saturdays off now? So yeah, I'm running high refresh rates on Skyrim here, so I'm getting about 144, 150 frames per second. That makes the controls very responsive. I'm also running a modified arrow trajectory and sped up projectiles, so hopefully I can show off some pretty decent archery here.
Takes care of that.
Okay, Little messy, but I'll take it. Unfortunately, no. This just happened to be a really easy day, so I got off a lot earlier. Nice. I guess that's one of the benefits of the whole courier service thing, right? You get through your stuff early enough, you get to go home. I guess if they don't tell you, you know, looks like you got some capacity, why don't you come back in for a pickup? I don't know. I don't know the industry all that well, but I would imagine that's sort of how it works. Shot him right in his nose hole. Filthy skeever. Oh, 100%. Hey, there's M. The name of the character is Vlarik. V-L-A-R-I-K. We got another higher level lock here that we're going to be fiddling with. This is the same character from last week, M. I think I remember you from that one. He's wearing some new duds, though. He's got the black robes. Looks a little more shady. Still looks pretty badass, though, in my opinion. Did you die before? No, I did not. Vlarik is still alive. Staying alive, as the Bee Gees would say. I'm not going to sing it. I've had bad experiences singing things on stream. Huh? Never again. I don't think I'm getting my arrow back from him, no. Nice shot. That was sort of a 2-for-1 in destroying the trap as well. Yeah. That tripwire that triggers that falling lantern is almost impossible to avoid unless you have the Lightfoot perk. I've tried jumping over it. I've tried silent rolling over it. Nothing seems to avoid that tripwire. Make Gray Sky sing it. Okay, Feindal, I'm gonna have you wait here for me. This is kind of a one-man job, and I don't need you gumming up the corridor works over here, but just keep a lookout for me. Not that I know what you would do if you actually saw somebody come in. I can't just have you call me on my cell phone or page me or anything, because this is Skyrim. Hopefully I won't need it. Ooh, it's dark. Okay. So there should be some good stuff, some good loot here. Some free septums. Just have to keep our eyes peeled for some pricey items that we can sell back to Tonelia. Ooh, and we're hungry. Let's go ahead and take care of that. Hope I'm not being overconfident here. Have some of these breaded elk cutlets. There we go. Sorry if the image is a little too dark for streaming here, but I really can't chance turning on the lantern right now. I think I just grabbed a fork or something. I'm not going to go out of my way to loot everything in Golden Glow here, although there is a lot to be had. The main mission here is doing the job for Brynjolf and getting the hell out of here in one piece. Okay, now there's a dude leaning right against the corner there. He's easily enough avoided by just going through this room over here. Did I turn my light on? No, I didn't. And you can stand up out of crouch position as long as you don't move, and they will not detect you. Nice little trick there that I learned a while ago. You don't have to stay in crouch to remain undetected, but as soon as you move, you're going to make noise, and they're going to come investigate. Owl Call? Yeah, there's a mod for that. Well, you know, the Inigo mod, the follower mod, he has the whistle, which kind of acts as the same kind of concept there. So technically, yeah, there is a mod for that. Okay, Arangoth is kind of a weird situation here. He's gonna kind of let you get away with stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and blind him there just to be sure. Even if he detects you, he's kind of very lenient with what he's going to let you do before he actually like attacks you or anything. Failing a pickpocket attempt seems to be the only way I've ever gotten him to actually attack me and alert everybody. So I'm actually not going to try to get the keys from him. Now there's some key racks right up here. I wonder if these were meant to have the keys that he has on him. And then they just decided at the last second to maybe not make it so easy for the player to get a hold of those keys. But yeah, you can just lockpick your way through the safe at the very end. I will be happy to have the lockpicking level progression anyway. So that's ideal for me. This one was sneaking past some merch today, invisible, when the Loverstone dropped an axe. Pop, out of invisibility. Oh no, I didn't know that actually affected your invisibility. That might have to be something that I am wary of, because I do have the Loverstone right now, and I do plan on making use of invisibility from time to time. Nice tip about the not pickpocket? Yeah. I mean, if you have... Okay, so role-playing will always trump every game mechanic and every tactic. If you want to do a role-play like that, it's an extremely rewarding experience. I like to try to fuse the two together in my own unique little flavor. So unless if you have like a higher pickpocketing skill and you're role-playing a class that hinges more heavily on pickpocketing, then yeah, by all means, pickpocket the keys out of Arangoth's inventory. That guy's gonna turn around and come back any second now. He's really stuck over there. Okay. There he goes. I knew it. Yeah, his regular patrol is walking up and down this hall, and I would rather not do it when he's coming this way, because I need to get through that iron gate there. But yeah, if you're not role-playing somebody who is primarily a pickpocket, then the lockpicking makes more sense. I'm also running the Artful Dodger, which is Gopher's pickpocketing mod that allows a higher than a 90% chance of pickpocketing. That never made a whole lot of sense to me. I know that the devs were trying to add a little bit of tension at all levels to the whole pickpocketing scenario. But if you think about it, a super awesome master thief is more than likely not going to get caught pickpocketing, especially after the whole Nightingale thing and the whole Trinity restored, where Nocturnal can now exercise her will on the luck of the thieves. Okay, now this guy can be hard to get past, but if we blind him... Oh wow, that was really tense. If we blind him, we can get right through him. He will partially detect us, but he will never actually fully detect us. I don't know why that failed those 2 times, but I'm glad I took that illusion perk now in the mastery perk because I needed the extra shots there.
My imagination.
Yeah, and by not having the keys here, you do get the lockpick progression here and the overall level progression towards your next level and your next perk. Yeah, gameplay-wise, game mechanics-wise, it usually doesn't make any sense to take any keys unless it's required to open a quest door or something like that. Otherwise, you know, may as well just lockpick it. Lockpicks are plentiful in this game. You're almost never going to have a shortage of lockpicks except at the very beginning of the game, maybe. And once you get the hang of it, the lockpicking minigame is not all that hard. Even the master level locks, you can, once you get the feel for it, you're not going to use any more than, you know, 5 or 10 lockpicks. Unless you have some kind of aversion to the minigame, which, you know, people have their strengths and weaknesses. All right, Feindal, got what we needed there. I think I got what I needed there. Did I get the promissory note? Did I miss it? Oh no. Clear out. I totally missed it. I gotta go through that whole thing again. Oh my god. What a nightmare. Sorry, guys. I unlocked it and I got distracted. And I did not get the note. Oh, man. What a pain, what a pain. Okay, well, I did it once. I can do it again. The game knew you were streaming and wanted to increase tension. Yeah, I suppose so. I cannot believe I did that, guys. Giving up power for roleplay, indeed, indeed. In a permadeath setting, I just wasted one of my healing potions. I have plenty of them. In a permadeath setting, I kind of have to take the power where I can get it now and then, but I do try to toe the line between the roleplay and the power thing with this. Okay, okay, focus, focus. This should be quick. I've unlocked everything. The only real issue is going to be that guy sitting in the chair that didn't want to be blinded for whatever reason. It was the anxiety from the PTSD for sure. Again, sorry for the darkness, but I can't risk being detected here. Okay.
What was that?
He took it that time. That's for sure. So So I unlocked it, I took the gold out, but I left the thing that I actually came here for. Excellent. This will be a great story to tell the other thieves about around a couple meads, the time you pulled off a perfect job and forgot the thing yeah, exactly. Oh boy. But hey, on the plus side, Vlarik is such a badass thief that he was able to do the job twice. You know, I think my problem is I haven't drank enough Dr. Pepper. And now I will desperately try not to belch into the microphone. Because that was a big swig. Okay, now we just got to take care of these beehives here. And I'm going to need some torches for that. Luckily, we have a ton of them. From our Ember Shard adventure. Wow. He took an interesting route, and he still is. Okay. So we'll wait for Feindal to get in position here. And we'll have him do the whole owl hooting lookout thing. And we'll try to buy you some new eyebrows with the money we get from this job if we make it through, okay, Feindal? I promise. Now there is a small, tiny little ledge right here that you can jump onto to get onto that ledge, and just circle right around through. Okay, now as soon as you light one of these guys, the guards are going to come running, so you got to be quick about it. And then put the torch away immediately because we don't want the light giving away our position. Have Feindal follow. And once we get across the lake here to the south shore, we should be home free. Now, right on the other side of the lake over here, there is a random encounter, and that random encounter could be something like an assassin that will pretty much shred us immediately. So I'm going to try to stay low, stay dark, stay fast, and just try to get the hell out of there. Now there is also plenty of instances of wolves on the road between here and Riften, so I'm going to try to stay off the road. And I'm going to try to keep the water on my left in case we need to make a quick escape. Just go for a quick little swim here and they can't attack us underwater. Now hopefully I don't dive out of the way of a land threat right into a nest of slaughterfish. Oh, I like the victory music. Let's not queue up a victory stance just yet, though. Just about home free here. Every once in a while, some wolves can actually chase like a rabbit or a deer over to this area. And there are some spiders that pose an even bigger threat just right off the road over there somewhere. So it pays to be vigilant in this situation, but looks like we made it. All right, now we just have to go turn in this quest. I will feel better about using my level up at that point. And then we'll start discussing Honningbrew. So yeah, not only did I clear Golden Glow once, but I cleared it twice and never got caught. Alive, 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 indeed. And now I can actually turn the light on so people can actually see what I'm doing here. That would be nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's actually stop by Tonelia here and sell off the loot from
Welcome to the cozy little family. I'm
the mansion there.
I give special rates to members of the Thieves Guild. Show me what you've got.
Try to get the stolen stuff out of the way first because we did get a lot. A lot of loot from Golden Glow here, and I don't want to blow through Tonelia's pool of septums there before I get through all of the stolen stuff that I can't get rid of otherwise. Okay, just one more pass through all this stuff here, and then we will start setting our mind on Honningbrew, which presents some vastly different challenges than what Golden Glow does here. It's going to be more combat based, so we're going to have to think of how we're going to handle that. Hamelin, the wizard, at the end of the dungeon there is formidable in his own right, but really, in my opinion, it's all the Venom Fang skeevers that pose the real threat there. They're tough, they're resilient, and they pack a punch, and they will swarm you. And for a character who does not use melee weapons, he's bow only. That's almost an impossible situation to deal with. So we're gonna have that's gonna be tense.
On the street is Golden Glow's been hit. Good job.
We're gonna have to play that very carefully. And here's what's in the safe.
Look at what you found. Arengoth sold Golden Glow. What's that idiot?
Are you using NFF? I am indeed using Nether's follower framework.
Has been cut out of a deal, but I'm certain he'll find out. If only the parchment had the buyer's name instead of this odd symbol. Any idea what that might be?
No idea.
Blast. Well, I'll check my.
Sorry if the music's drowning out the sound of the game a little bit. This is one of the louder songs in the playlist, and when it swells up, it kind of tends to dominate over everything but the microphone. So it will subside very quickly, I promise. Yeah, so I'm talking to Maven, but is there any chance I'm coming out of there alive?
If it was like that, she wouldn't be asking for you. She'd be calling on the Dark Brotherhood. It's just business.
That doesn't make me feel any better there, Bryn. So what does she want?
That's between you and Maven, and I prefer to keep it that way. Don't worry about it.
Oh, nice. That's a cool feature. Yeah, NFF has a ton of features. It's very feature rich, and I haven't discovered all of it yet, but that is a pretty cool feature. Might make use of it.
Your pay. You're smart as
also,
keep doing right by us.
The challenge of a permadeath, in my opinion, is more easily relayed to the audience if you kind of stick as close as you can to vanilla gameplay mechanics. It's really easy to install a bunch of mods and use that as a way to make the game easier on any difficulty level. But in my opinion, a permadeath, which makes use of game mechanics that makes the game easier, can kind of upset the balance and kind of invites comments from trolls a little bit. So I try to keep the gameplay as vanilla as possible. Of course, I simply can't do without Ordinator and things like that. Ordinator tends to make higher level characters extremely overpowered, regardless of what character class you decide on. But it's hard for me to go back to a vanilla setup anymore. Okay, so let's see. We need to go visit Maven. So this is what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and level up. Stamina, and we're very close to another level up here. Archery, I think, is going to be our next focal point here. So for sneak attacks, I can get another 25% more damage if I'm not detected. And archery, we can do another, I think we're at 25% right now. So if we go 50%, that's another 25% all the time. And critical strikes do 2% more critical damage per level of archery. So that's kind of the no-brainer right there. And keeping with that theme, let's go find Neroin. And this time, we are going to level up our archery skill.
Come here a second.
And I like to believe that Neroin and Faendal have some history back in Valenwood, and that's kind of like where the Faendal's connections and Riften came from. And that's kind of how Faendal came to suggest checking out Riften and the Thieves Guild as a way of tracking this mystery of these magical weapons and armor showing up in his inventory here.
I'll show you.
So yeah, that's. I like to think of Faendal as my sort of conduit for this playthrough. Now, in terms of like role-playing a character that knows very little about Skyrim, and trying to reconcile that with as a player having, you know, thousands and thousands of hours in this game and knowing pretty much everything about it, I like to use like a follower or some kind of NPC as what I call a conduit. So Faendal here knows a lot about Skyrim. He's been here for a long time. Vlerick, he's been in Skyrim for 26 years, but he's never entered the city walls. So he really doesn't know about life in Skyrim other than, you know, how to hunt and how to camp and things like that. Faendal is my conduit between me and Vlerick. So he can kind of share all the knowledge that I have about Skyrim with Vlerick. And that's how I reconcile the knowledge differences there. It's kind of a nice little roleplay mechanic for anybody who struggles with that sort of thing on their own. See, I have roleplay tips and gameplay tips. It's a twofer. Okay, so I do want to level up again. And take more, should I take archery training now? Archery should be fine. I was able to get the perks that I needed in that. Clean kill 20. Now... I think we're good with sneak. I think we're good with archery. I'm about to take a whole bunch of jobs.
You've done well.
Thief jobs in Whiterun. So I think what I want to do now is shore up my pickpocket skill a little bit, so I don't get caught doing that. And here's Vipper, the other member of the boy band here, the one with the long hair. The brunette.
Hey, let's talk a second. Up to no good, are we?
Always,
I'll teach
Vipper.
you, but it'll cost you.
2 for 1, indeed. So that'll shore up our pickpocket skill a little bit and help
You just let me know.
help mitigate the risk of being caught there a little bit. Okay, now how is our inventory looking? Let's give Feindal the boots and gloves that we were wanting to give him, although now I don't see them. Is that him over there on the grind wheel? Yeah.
What can I get for you?
They dress up like a hard metal band. Yeah, Kiss. They're doing their Kiss impression every weekend.
Sure thing.
Now, with the mod layout that I have going right now, the whole vanilla trick of being able to train with Feindal archery and then being able to trade with him and get that money back, it doesn't work anymore. So that's why I'm not doing that. I have plenty of gold to pay for training anyway. Speaking of which, let's stop by Tonelia again and see if she's got any better
Let's get going then.
bows for us to use. Something with a nice enchantment or something? Oh, Kiss was your first ever live concert? Wow. Sorry, Strudel. Now I can't help but picture you all made up like a member of Kiss. Are you a Gene Simmons fan? Let's see. I was gonna go talk to Tonelia. Where is Tonelia? She's usually the more reliable one. Oh, here she goes. She's she must have been sleeping. Not you. Somehow I don't believe that. I don't believe that one bit.
If you're looking for extra work, talk to Vex or Delvin. They'll fix you up. Usual guild rate. Let's take a look at them.
They weren't even a particularly favorite band, but they did a heck of a show. Yeah, that's kind of their thing, right? Chance to lift a target's feet off the ground, immobilizing it for 2 seconds. That sounds pretty awesome. And we also have, it also has a better base damage than the Ancient Nord bow. Oh, about the same. But with the enchantment on there, that's pretty good. I'm taking it. We have more than enough gold to be able to afford it, so kind of a no-brainer at this point. And I still haven't given Feindal his boots and gloves there.
What can I get for you? What do you want me to carry?
Boom, and boom, and boom. Wow. Nice face there, Feindal. You waiting for somebody to put something in there? Yeah, not me.
Is there anything else you need?
Feed me, Seymour. Yeah, indeed. Kiss had a perfect concept for a band, really. I had their comic books. Oh, yeah. In terms of marketing, for sure. They had their marketing strategy down pat, didn't they? Comic books, Saturday morning cartoons, lunch boxes. They had it all. Action figures. They even had their own pro wrestler. That's pretty funny. Did Sting ever show up on at one of their concerts, I wonder? Movies, costumes, everything.
Legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Yeah, say what you want about their music, but as businessmen, they were definitely definitely top of their game. The height of culture, yeah.
You've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
Make sure I get this hotkeyed before I go into a dangerous situation and not have my only means of defending myself here. There we go. It's kind of a fancier looking bow with the recurve and everything. I like it.
So you're the one. You don't look so impressive.
Sorry to disappoint you, I guess.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, the demon in
Windows sends
WCW.
me someone with no
Actually, I think it was
backbone,
Brutus the
no
Barber
determination.
Beefcake that played the part. Oh, nice. Yeah, when you said Kiss and professional wrestler, I immediately went to Sting, who is also WCW.
Faith, I don't have
I think there was
faith
also the
in
Legion of
anyone.
Doom with
All I care
the
about
spikes
is
and
cause
everything.
effect. Did the job get done, and was it done correctly? There's no gray area.
Yeah, the dead guy in the marketplace, that was the random rogue thief that got killed. Alright, so she doesn't like someone without a strong backbone. She probably doesn't also like unneeded nonsense, so we'll get right down to the chase
Head
here.
to the Bannered Mare in Whiterun and look for Malus Macius. He'll fill you in on all the details.
The deets! Alright, more no nonsense.
One more time, in case I wasn't clear. You butcher this job, and you will be sorry.
Got it.
With our blood and our steel, we will take
Okay, so now I still have to pick up, now, where is, oh, there we go. I got lost. Couldn't find the staircase. We do have to pick up some jobs for the Thieves Guild here. I am running a mod called a Thieves Night Out, or the Thieves Night Out, or something like that. What that does is allows you to get all of the jobs from a particular hold all at once. But in order for that to kick off, I have to restart the game because for whatever reason it doesn't work on an unsaved game, quote unquote, whatever that means. Technically, I don't know what it means, but what it means in practice is that I have to restart the game after joining the Thieves Guild to get the mod to kick in. So I'm gonna go ahead and quick save out here at the Ragged Flagon. I'm probably going to take a quick break to refresh my drinks, my beverages here. Maybe grab a snack, and I'll be back in, you know, probably just a couple minutes. Not long at all. Wow, it is really dark over here. And in that time, I'll go ahead and restart my game. Here we go. Quick save. And I will see you guys in just a couple minutes, all right? Snack break indeed. All right, let's get this rebooted here. Yeah, Tom. Thieves' Night on the Town is really good. It does a lot of things really well. This is the only complaint I've had with it is having to restart the game. Yeah, Thieves' Job concurrently is also a great option. It doesn't provide the same solution that Thieves' Night on the Town does, quite. You're able to take all the jobs at once, but with Thieves' Night on the Town, you're able to specify what hold.
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong. And two, you follow my lead and do exactly as I say. No questions, no excuses. Now you I like. I've been getting sick of the pushovers that usually walk in here. I think you and
that
I
mod is a big reason why I want to play a Thief again.
Now it's time
yeah,
to get your feet
it's
wet, and I don't want to waste
definitely
a lot of
huge
time
inconvenience
talking about
factor.
anything but business.
Oh, my hair. Jeez. All right.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here. Who knows?
Yeah, with
Old
the
Velvet thinks it's some
Thieves'
kind
Job
of curse.
concurrently, it's still kind of a luck of the draw whether or not you get the jobs from the hold that you're needing.
You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side.
This one makes it so that the Radiant Thieves Guild quest, it's kind of like a secondary thing. If you're traveling, if you know you're going to be traveling to a certain hold, you have the option of saying, hey, give me all the work from this hold. Which makes a certain amount of sense, I think. And also helps you, you know, skip the whole artificial grind of...
Got more than you can handle.
Of having to go and do hundreds of jobs just to try to get the 5 in each hold that you need. So we're going back to Whiterun. We're gonna have them give us everything from Whiterun.
Now take this and
And
go.
so this should be a fairly good demonstration of how this mod works here.
Beautiful woman like you. Ever see yourself?
Yeah, it's not that bad. You have to restart the game, but yeah, unlike something like Helgen Reborn, where they say you have to start the mod at a certain point in the game,
When you're in your grave.
not that bad.
Now get out of my way.
Need some gold? I may have some work for you.
Yeah, I need some gold.
Great. What you want to do?
Changes the Radiant jobs from being a tedious back and forth to a thrilling city ransacking. Indeed. I want to hit Whiterun hard.
Just remember.
I want to be able to say
Keep it
Whiterun
clean
without having to
and
stumble
keep it
over
quiet.
all the W's and R's.
Here's the details.
That's what I want. So yeah, there we go. Everything in Whiterun now, which should be 5, and enough for the special job there when we get done. Now, one thing that I've seen using this mod is that it doesn't always trigger the special guild or the special hold job in that hold every single time. I've had it one time not trigger properly, and then I just had to go back and re-get the jobs, and it triggered the next time after 5 jobs. So there's that. That was the only other issue I've had with it. Otherwise, it's completely worth it, in my opinion. Let's see here. Now what? We need to get to Whiterun now. I think we're ready to travel. And it's still early enough in the morning that we should be able to talk to Malice at the Bannered Mare and head right over to the Honningbrew Meadery. Honningbrew, as I said, I am a little nervous about just because things can go very upside down there very, very quickly. So it's going to take, you know, a lot of patience, a certain amount of precision, if I miss a fury spell or an arrow, that's going to be a huge thorn in my side trying to survive that. There are also traps everywhere. And I spent my level up on more bow damage here, so I don't have that to fall back on, at least not yet. I might acquire another level up halfway through that dungeon. But I do have the Lover's Stone that might save my bacon. But again, that has a 15-minute cooldown on it, so if I die, I'm not going to be able to have that save my bacon again for another 15 minutes. And if I'm being swarmed by Venom Fangs, that's not going to do much to help me. Hey there, William McNee, aka Hunter of Haggis. Looks like you managed to make it at least an hour or two before, well, about an hour. Oops, I didn't tell the guy where I was going. All right. Distracted by Haggis. It's going to be the title to my autobiography. I'll give you guys all an advance copy.
Where do you want to go?
Whiterun, please.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Yeah, it looks like you're making it earlier than when I'm just about to say goodbye to everybody.
Never hurts to pay your respects to Lady Kinnereth.
Just in time to see me perhaps completely screw up Honningbrew here. Now, this isn't the first time we've taken on Honningbrew in a permadeath setting. Nagrom, our Orc Nightblade, the first room of Honningbrew, he got exploded. He got blowed up by his own zippity zap. Death by zippity zap. Self zippity zap, nonetheless. Haggis can be distracting, especially if they run up your trouser leg. Yeah. And like Skeever, they're dangerous in swarms. It would have been funny if the carriage driver went off to a random city. Yeah, honestly, I was afraid that's exactly what was going to happen. I don't know if I've ever actually gotten into the back of a carriage without telling the driver where I wanted to go. That would have been hilarious. Another good story to tell over a couple meads.
Spare coin for a
Oh yeah, speaking of stories to tell over meads, Haggis, you missed me doing a completely perfect job in Golden Glow Estate, just to realize that I forgot to grab the promissory note at the end of it, and I had to go do it all over again.
Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a
But I
choice
made
cut
it,
of
still here.
or-
Just a little later than I thought it would be getting here.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks.
Yeah, climbing onto the carriage and asking the carriage driver to surprise you. Where is this Malice fella? Okay, I see a shady figure behind the smoke of the fire there. Why don't you take a break there, Feindal? Let the grown-ups talk.
Can't a man drink in peace?
You want to drink in pee? Oh, anyway. Maven sent me.
I'm gonna keep this short because we've got a lot to do. Honningbrew's owner, Sabjorn, is about to hold a tasting for Whiterun's captain of the guard. And we're going to poison the mead. No, that's the beauty of the whole plan. We're going to get Sabjorn to give it to us. The meadery has quite a pest problem and the whole city knows about it. Pest poison and mead don't mix well, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I drink mead and pest poison all the time. But maybe it'll have another less agreeable effect on someone else. How do I fit in?
You're going to happen by and lend poor old Sabjorn a helping hand. He's going to give you the poison to use on the pests, but you're also going to dump it into the brewing vat.
Indeed. Mead and pest poison is considered a delicacy in some places, yeah.
Maven and I spent weeks planning this. All we need is someone like you to get in there and get it done. Now get going before Sabjorn grows a brain and hire.
In fact, I would say
someone
mead
else
and pest poison isn't nearly as bad as what the Wood Elves drink in Valenwood.
Remember, Sabjorn will be needing a helping hand. Make it look good.
Our hopes and our...
Okay, Feindal. Probably going to need your help with this one, so why don't you follow?
I ain't asking for much, just a few seconds.
Okay, we do get a chance for more speech progression here, which will put us closer to a level up. Let's see, what does our speech look like here? I feel like I passed it like 6 times. Okay, but we're not close to a new level there. Archery and illusion are our best chances for skill progression here, and I don't think that those 2 skills are going to be enough to push us to a next level, so we're going to have to be extra careful there. Rely on healing potions a lot if it gets to be that way. The scrolls that I have, let's take a look at those and see what we might be able to use here. Banish a living creature to oblivion. Items except quest items are lost forever. So that might be useful against Hamlin, maybe? The wizard at the end? We'll have to see. Life's Finale corrupts nearby non-mechanical targets and the caster for 20 seconds. The corruption deals 100 disease damage per second to others and 75 to the caster. That is a lot of damage right now to be taking at such a low level and at such low health pools. The other thing is that a spell like this, we don't have quiet casting, so it's going to tip off enemies to attack us immediately when we're done with it. Something like Ghost Walk would help a lot, but I'm not committing to getting Ghost Walk so early. Maybe off camera, if we make it through this, we'll have it available for episode 3 next week, but for now, we're going to have to do this without Ghost Walk. Ghost Walk I'm actually looking forward to. I think that's going to open up this this character class in all new ways. Ghost Walk is a great enabler. One of my favorite spells of all time in any mod pack.
What are you gawking at? Can't you see I have problems here?
No. Oh, Haggis was getting some buffering. I have 0 dropped frames on my end, so knock on wood, my internet has been solid. Hope nobody else has been buffering. If it is, it's probably something on the ingest server for YouTube.
Are you kidding me? Look at this place. I'm supposed to be holding a tasting of the new Honningbrew Reserve for the captain.
But hopefully it's good now that you're refreshed.
If he sees the meadery in this state, I'll be ruined.
So maybe I can help.
Oh, really? And I don't suppose you just do it out of the kindness.
No buffering for Simon. Okay.
I hope you're not expecting to get.
Thank you for that.
The job's done.
Well, if you don't pay me now, I'm gonna yell Skeever.
Okay. No need to make rash decisions. Here's half. You get the rest when the job's done. My only demand is that these vermin are permanently eliminated before my reputation is completely destroyed.
Well, your personality did that already there, Sabjorn. Alright, so how do I permanently clear the vermin?
I bought some poison. I was going to have my lazy good-for-nothing assistant Malice handle it, but he seems to have vanished. If you plant this in the vermin's nest, it should stop them from ever coming back.
Alright then, you got a deal.
Don't come back until every one of those things are dead.
How much is half here? 500 septums? He was going to pay me $1,000 for this. I get $100 for a Thieves Guild job. Or Septums, I guess. Wow. Vlarikir is in the wrong business. He should start an extermination company here. Okay, so this is going to get tough. Now I've found that... Okay, there are a couple of Venom Fang over here. We're going to be very, very quiet. And I'm going to try to get out of their way here. Use these this gating in these barrels as kind of a shield. If I can get out of here now. I also like to use those traps as an extra form of damage here. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and step on all the traps there. And fight amongst yourselves. I'm just going to comment on how I hide amongst the barrels like a raging coward last time I came here. Low level. I see you beat me to it. Yeah, yeah. Hey, it's not cowering, it's being tactical. Alright, so now there are a couple more still that I gotta deal with over there. Let's get Feindal closer to the entrance here so that he can act as backup in case I need him. Make sure I have my light off. A little closer here, Feindal. Oh, there he is, right there. Should be able to just take him out. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna reset these traps here just to add some damage in case I get chased by anyone. Okay, that one Venom Fang actually took care of 2 of his buds here for us. That's good. That's encouraging. There still are a couple more. Okay, so let's get that guy on his way out. And run away. The worst part about the Fury spell, as opposed to like a Fear spell, I would say, is that it does take a couple seconds for that Fury detection to kick in and for them to actually pick a target that isn't you. Up to that point, they will chase you down and target you individually. Something like Fear, it might take like, you know, a split second or something, but it tends to work a lot more quickly. Okay, I think I still got 2 Skeever left here. I see one tail kind of waddling away in the background there. Yeah, there he is. So I try to go for the ones in the background because if I get the ones in the foreground, they tend to come right at me and detect me before the before their buddies. So at least if I get the ones in the background, they have to run past their buddies in the foreground in order to get to me. And if you're just tuning in and wondering why I'm so afraid of Skeevers, these are not your ordinary Skeevers, folks. These are Venom Fang Skeevers, and as such, they carry a lot of disease, they pack a punch, and they have a lot of hit points. Okay, he's detected me. Let's get him to come through. Oh, Feindal, what are you doing, man? You doofus.
Only a fool lets himself
Okay,
get surrounded.
that did go a little sideways there, but all's well that ends well. I think he was the last guy that we had to worry about there. Yeah, he was at a tough angle. He was sitting right here, which made it very hard for me to be able to either hit him with an arrow without being seen or hit him with the crying eye. That might have been a more effective tactic. If I could have blinded him while he was looking for me, then I would have been able to get a few sneak attacks on him, but we were okay. I can't believe Feindal triggered those traps. What a doof. It's surviving indeed. Tactical hiding of Skyrim, yeah. The hiding simulator. Alright, Feindal. Wait here. Next are the spiders, which tend to be a bit deadlier than the Skeever in terms of their offensive capability with the poison and stuff. But they go down a little easier. And they tend not to detect me as easily, in my opinion, in my experience. So let's get the little baby guy right there first, because he is the most immediate danger, right there outside of the, on the other end of the doorway. Or the opening, I guess. Sounds like somebody died. There's also a big mama spider in there too, that as soon as I can get out of the opening of this cavern just a little bit, I can target her and she's gonna pretty much wipe out all the little babies. I see her right there, but there's another spider just right there. Maybe I can blind her and Fury the big one. Okay. And Fury you. Okay, still not completely detected. We're gonna steal away. That was close, though. Yeah, Big Mama should be able to flatten the rest of those little guys. And our detection notification is going away slowly here. Now, how far up this corridor did they actually chase me? Okay, let's... Oh, they didn't take much out of her, did they? Okay, so we did get the blind spell off on her. So she's gonna have a hard time detecting us. Should be free to land a few sneak shots. Oh yeah. Okay, that should be it for this area. And now I would like to gather their venom here. But I'm going to make sure I have my healing spell attached, because there is a chance that I am going to get poisoned when I try to harvest this venom. Try to get my arrows back here. Nope, but there is a silver ring for some reason. Interesting. Okay. Got through all of this without without getting poisoned. That's good. Okay, now there are a few traps scattered between here and the section where Hamlin and all of those pet skeever are, so we're going to be very careful. We'll trigger these. And this one. And once Feindal follows up here, we're going to park him right outside the opening to this corridor here. Just for backup, in case we need to make a screaming quick retreat. Okay, more sneaky fury here. And I really do not want to turn on my light at this point. Very, very slowly. There are a lot of skeever here and a powerful wizard. So I do not want to trigger detection prematurely. Wait for foreground guy to pass. We're gonna get this guy out here in the background. Here we go. And steal away in the darkness. And I heard some oak flesh pop off there, so Mr. Wizard back there was alerted. Very slowly, very slowly. You guys don't even know how much my palms are sweating right now. This is tense. One premature detection. That's premature detection, not something else there, you dirty bastards. And Vlare could be done for. So I have to stay patient. Let these skeever reset themselves. Okay, that was a good one. That one was in the heart of the hornet's nest there. Maximum chaos. It's always what you want to go for. And that must have been a venom thing because they're still going at it. Very good, very good. And we got our level up to fall back on too, so now we have two lives, so to speak, here with the Lover Stone. And the level up. We should be good. Okay, now I don't know off the top of my head how many skeever there are, so I don't know how many are left. But we're going to take our time, we're going to scout the area here.
Nothing here after all.
That's right, that's the ticket. Nothing here after all, just all of your little pet skeever dying horrible deaths for no reason whatsoever. That's the ticket. Okay, very slowly. Have our blind spell ready to go, just in case we're about to be detected. Okay, is he the only guy left? Excellent, excellent. Okay, so we should be able to blind this guy and get some sneak shots on him. Out of range, I guess. And now I'm going to start using some poison. That ward ain't going to help you much, buddy. Yeah. Okay. That's it. That's the end of the hostilities in Honningbrew Meadery. Whew. Okay. We did it, guys. We did it. Wow. All right. I'm actually stoked about that. Ooh, minor sneaking. That is fortuitous. Definitely taking that. Whew. Okay, we can breathe. We can breathe. Nicely done, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Man, that feels good. That feels good. All right. Yeah, last time we tried to do Honningbrew, it did not end so well. And yeah, this is a tough dungeon here, especially for a low level. And then you put that on, you know, legendary difficulty on Permadeath, and you get something that's pretty tense. Pretty tense indeed. Wow, this is empty? That's some crap. Have you guys ever seen this chest be empty before? I mean, I'm gonna take the lockpicking progression on it, but what the hell? Excellent work, thank you. Last time was death by Zippity Zap, wasn't it? Yes, it was. And that was not a good death. There have been a few good deaths. That one was not a good death. Yeah, you can be lulled into a false sense of security there after that whole wizard battle and everything, and then just come running right out and step on these bear traps and get completely destroyed. So keep your eye out for that. Never. You have been robbed, sir. Yeah, I mean, Onolin was probably the closest thing to a good death that I've experienced, I would say. The silver stuff is valuable. I'll take that. Cedrin was a bug in the follower framework. I think it was AFT. That was conflicting with, I believe it was the Ritual Stone with some ghost wolves that messed with player affinity and things like that, I believe. So my follower, Gore, at the time, attacked me from the back with his warhammer, killed me in 2 shots before I even knew what was going on. That was my first permadeath death. I felt cheated on that one. I definitely felt cheated on that one, but in role-playing terms, I would say it's probably a good death. Cedrin didn't have a dishonorable death, I would say. He was backstabbed by somebody he trusted. That's not on him. Nagrom was the Orc Nightblade, got killed by his own Zippity Zap. That's a forgotten magic spell that allows you to electrify your enemies, and then after a couple seconds, it blows up. And I had killed the Skeever with the initial shock damage.
Was something we discussed unclear? Why are you...
and its dead body fell underneath my feet, and I had a false sense of security about that Skeever being dead, and then it blew up on me. Blew up on me. Skeevers ate the treasure? Yeah, they sure did. Maybe that's why that silver ring was on that spider. Oh, shoot.
Remember,
I forgot to poison the mead. Forgot to poison the mead. He's like, remember, you forgot to poison my mead. Ruined my life. I hope I haven't bugged this quest. If I did, I can just reload the autosave there from coming out of the dungeon. Oh, man. I'm so glad to have gotten through that. This was the most stressful part of the stream for me, just because there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong right there. All right, Sabjorn. Now that I've poisoned your mead, I think the job's done. Oh boy. I might have to reload this. Maybe not.
Was something we discussed unclear? Well, it's about time. I had to... You'll just have to wait until after the captain's finished. I suppose you can...
Well, I already got 500 septums that I wasn't going to get anyway out of him, so I'll consider that payment enough.
Well, Sebjorn, now that you've taken...
And now we got a front row seat to the shenanigans here. Loves me some shenanigans.
Help yourself, my lord. It's my finest brew yet. I call it Honningbrew Reserve. I think you'll find it quite pleasing to your palate.
Celebratory swig of some Dr. Pepper here.
Not some wine to be sipped and savored.
Did I forget Farengar? Oh no, Feindal is here.
I don't know. What's wrong?
You assured me this place was clean. I'll see.
We got a Restless Sweet Roll here. By the way, if you're looking for a name for your indie band, Restless Sweet Roll is all yours. Feel free to take it.
Trust this place after it's been riddled with filth.
I beg you, please. This is not what it seems.
It's almost like a Jello mold or something there, isn't it?
You're in charge here until...
Yeah, I like this part too.
It will be my pleasure.
Oh yeah, no problem. There are a lot of funky names in Skyrim, and I get them mixed up sometimes too.
Now, move.
Look, I assure you, this is all just a huge...
I get Alakir and Akavir mixed up all the time.
Farewell, Sebjorn.
In fact, I think watching one of my old archives, just because I do go back and watch these whole things and try to identify ways to improve my stream and stuff like that, I think I did actually call Feindal Farengar once or twice last stream.
I don't think that could have gone any better. Anything else you need before you head back to Riften?
Yeah, I need to get a look at his books.
So, Maven wants to hunt down Sebjorn's private partner, huh? You're welcome to take a look around Sebjorn's office. He keeps most of his papers stashed in his desk. Here, this should help.
Oh, I should have not told him about that. I would have gotten more lockpicking skill. But yeah, I think that does it. This is as far as I wanted to get. We are 30 minutes ahead of schedule, but I don't feel bad calling the stream right now. I think that overall this was a great success. So thank you guys for joining me. I had a lot of fun, as always, every Saturday. I love hanging out with you guys, playing my favorite game, Permadeath and all that. So yeah, if you liked what you saw, please do like and subscribe. That goes a long way toward you know, helping me keep this channel going and everything. So do that, and also take a look at the links in the description below. There are some very talented content creators, many of whom are in the chat right now, that do some really excellent things, and they publish them and share them with everybody for everybody to see. So do that, please, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, take care, okay? See you guys.